Okay, welcome back. We are, as I stated in the ending video for chapter 1, we're starting a new Let's Play. This is in survival. Horizon is turned off. I've added some mods that I've been looking at that I wanted to try out that you really can't try out with Horizon anyway. So that's where we're at right now. I've created the character. I didn't want you guys to have to go through all the character creation. But what comes next is going to be important for you to see because it lends credence to her backstory. She will not be the sole survivor. So I'm going to show you. This is her. I haven't got a name for her just yet, but I have a few names in mind. But anyway, the character's created. We're in the bathroom and we're going to leave. And of course, you know, you have your options. This is only a dream. This is a memory. I don't want to relive it. This takes you to the vault. And then this is a memory. Let's stay here a while. Takes you through the vanilla beginning, the vanilla start. What we're going to do, this is a dream. Now, when it comes to start me up, if you want to be something other than the sole survivor, most people will choose I was in the Commonwealth and had stopped to rest. However, for this character, we're going with the bombs were falling and I had just entered a pod in a vault. Now, this puts her as not the sole survivor, but she will be 200 years old. She will be from that time. Now you notice she's in the same pod that the sole survivor female would be in. That's worked into the backstory. I'll go over that in a little bit. Okay, you guys should all be familiar with that. She gets frozen again and then she thaws out. Now, as far as the backstory, we all know that in the original story, the Vault kind of got in this little revolt against the Overseer and security and blah, blah, blah. This young lady here is a Vault Tec scientist. Part of the contingency plan, part of her orders were to cause discord in the vault so that they would pretty much wipe each other out. And then she was going to enter a pod as the last survivor of the vault. She was going to enter a pod and be frozen until either Vault Tec gave the order to thaw out the residents or someone else did it for them. So whenever they started running out of food and everything, she sowed some discord and everyone in the vault is dead but her. Yeah, she can't open the pod. Okay, because if you're not the sole survivor, you can't open the pod. And she sowed discord. They all wiped themselves out. She came over here to an empty pod where his wife was supposed to be, but she was not there. And she got herself frozen. And nobody knows where Nora went. Okay, so she is a scientist. She is going to have maxed intelligence. But she's also going to have idiot savant because she's not very charismatic. She's got a little bit of strength, you know, because being with Vault Tec, she went through Vault Tec University. She went through like a police academy, basically. She is a Vault Tec scientist, but she was also an undercover agent for Vault Tec. Hence what she had to do in this vault. Now, the rest of her skills are going to be kind of lackluster. And she will work on those over time to get better. But for now, this is her. Now we're going to open the door. And we're going to look at her health history. She is a small frame. She gets +2 agility, but her limbs are 20% more easily crippled. I go with this one all the time. It's a really good perk. Plus, you can fix the limbs with adamantium skeleton. She's also going to have fast metabolism. Her metabolic rate is twice normal. This means that she's half as resistant to radiation and poison, but her body heals faster. Double the normal pace. We're going for that. And then she's trained with weapons, but you don't have time to aim for a targeted attack because you attack faster than normal people. Automatic and magazine weapons fire 20% faster. AP costs are 20% lower, but you are 20% less accurate. There you go. She's going to be spraying and praying. And we're done. Okay. That's our character. Shanzi. Don't know if I pronounced it right, but I like the name. And this is her. Okay. So that's her beginning backstory. I haven't really thought a lot about where Nora went, but I think she probably, her pod may have malfunctioned. We'll find out maybe later on in the story, but her pod may have malfunctioned and she was dead and she got removed and she's one of the skeletons in the vault. More than likely that's what happened, but you know, we may find out as we go later on. Now, being a scientist, she's going to collect a few things, but we're not going to be this is not going to be a settlement building let's play. We will build 1 or 2 settlements up as like there's one settlement you have to build as a railroad quest, and then she's going to have her main headquarters, her main little base is going to be a settlement, one that we can tie a robot supply line to. She's not going to run with companions. She's not going to have settlers unless they're robots. And without this being Horizon, there's not going to be very much in these containers.
Giant roaches? What the hell?
She is 200 years old. She was alive during the time of Nate and Nora. She is going to be curious about Sean's kidnapping because she saw the lady in a clean room suit, which means there's some kind of technology that has survived and she is really going to be interested in that technology. She's a Vault Tec scientist. She's going to love the technology. She is also part of the Enclave. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to be an Enclave playthrough, but there will be aspects of the Enclave here. She is an Enclave member and a Vault Tec scientist. So,
What happened here?
now those lines don't really fit because she knows what happened. So I probably won't click on those anymore. Yes, she knows what happened here. She's the one that set it up to happen. Now here, the water is clean and it heals. She's got a little bit of radiation from the rad roaches, but nothing serious. And we're going to fill her bottles up. Okay. And she doesn't have a prime directive because Vault Tec's not the one that woke her up. So she will try to head to the Vault Tec headquarters. It may take a little while for her to get there, but that's her main objective is going to be, one, to get to her bunker, her home. And two, she wants to get to Vault Tec headquarters to see if there's, you know, any orders or anything like that, or if any scientists survived, or, you know, anything like that, because she knows there was a nuclear war. She was in this vault, but she knows nothing beyond that. You'll also notice I changed the color of the HUD from that green. I'm tired of green, so I went blue. But that's the basic backstory that you have right now. She's a Vault Tec scientist. She was also an agent for Vault Tec, so she's had a little bit of training, a little bit of combat training, law enforcement training. She's extremely intelligent. She likes technology, and her only goal right now is to get home, check out her house, go to her bunker, and then try to get to Vault Tec headquarters. Let's set up. She's gonna use melee a little bit, but she's not gonna be that great at melee. And we have stim packs back. Yay! And I will have to go through and set all the survival options. But for right now, we're just getting out of the vault. There we go. I meant to actually set that up on hotkey. Let me go back in, set that up on 10. There we go. That's what I meant to do. No matter what computer I have, every time I come right here, it just stutters. Okay, so we're on the way out of the vault. Let's go.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing VaultTec.
Now, I have been working on this storyline for about a month. I don't have everything worked out. I just had the basic backstory and a few other little things because I was also working on another storyline that may come up in the future. But for right now, this is what I wanted to go with. There are some mod changes. I have Wasteland imports in here. That's going to help with some other healing factors, other things that you can craft besides stem packs, things like that. Now, there's another important thing that we're going to do. She is not going to be level 1. Once we're out of the vault and I have the Pip-Boy, I can actually now set her up. But first, let's just gather a few things here. A broken bottle, that's a weapon. Doctor's bags, yay! That's the doctor's bag takes the place of trauma kits. MREs, and we still have this now. Most people that play survival won't be able to do this, but I have survival options, and I have console commands in survival. Due to her experience and her training and what she helped facilitate with VaultTec, we are going to go into console, and she will be level 5. That is the only levels that I'm going to give her. She will earn the rest of them, but it's pretty important to set the character up this way so that she can have. Now we're going to have let's see, she will have armor and gun nut. She will have commando, automatic weapons, and she will have pistols. Now this is her knowledge. Now we're gonna have robotics and all that stuff, but for now this is the current knowledge that she'll be using to get leveled up. I used to have a mod that said military service, and it would like give you levels all the way up to 30 or maybe even 50. I don't remember. I did not want to go with that because it gives you a crap load of points when you first set your character up, and then it still promotes you to level 30, so you have all those perk points. To me, that was a bit overpowered. Some of you who have watched me for a long time will have remembered that mod. It was called, I think, Service Members Record or something like that, but it really set your character ahead of its time. It was super overpowered, and I didn't want to do that, so the best way I figured we could do this is I just level her myself. Okay, there's our Grognak, and now for the book, let's look. We only have 2 charisma, and I want to get Lone Wanderer, so we honestly need another one there, and we need some more in luck, because she's going to have every one of these in luck. She'll eventually end up with 10 luck. We also need a few in agility, because I need this action point girl here, action girl, and, you know, some sneak stuff. But I mean, for right now, I think we're going to go with the charisma to get her Lone Wanderer. And there we go. We can now get Lone Wanderer when she levels up. Now, watch this. She's not the sole survivor. Remember. All she says is, But like I said, she will be curious about Sean because of the lady in the clean room suit. She's going to want to know who that was. And she's going to be very interested because they seem to be technologically advanced in a way. That's Super Stimpack. That's from Wasteland Imports. Dude, do not stalk me.
It's really you.
A robot waiter. Ugh.
I live to serve, Mum.
Who are you supposed to be?
Are you well, Mum? Call me Codsworth, if you please.
Now, when he says Codsworth, she knows who he is because she lived here. You guys will see that in a minute.
Oh my god.
Is it happening?
And we're going to go through this.
Distraught.
You are having a malfunction.
You've got a serious malfunction, robot.
Oh, Mum, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Oh, Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
And just who is this Sean, anyway?
Why, Sir had him last, remember? Perhaps he's gone to the Parker residence to arrange a play date. I'm sure he'll be back with him momentarily.
A baby boy. He was kidnapped. Somebody took him away while I was still trapped. But whatever's happened, it's not my fault.
It's worse than I thought.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
200 years? What? Are you...
A bit over 210. That means you're,
All right.
Codsworth, you're acting a little weird. What's wrong?
Mum, it's been just horrible. I spent, and don't get me.
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I did find this holotape.
A holotape? What's on it?
I believe it's any standard Now, enough feeling. Shall we search the neighborhood together?
All right. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, Mum.
Okay, crazy robot. And see, I'm right out of the vault and I'm tired. That's one thing that I never did really like about that. Where'd he go? There he is.
That's it.
Okay. Now let's see. Let's see if my shotgun loaded. Yes, it did. The handmade shotgun is part of the creation club. Almost got him.
I was just getting warmed up.
Codsworth.
Mum, Sir and young Sean, they aren't here.
Aren't there other survivors?
What about Concord, Mum? Plenty of people there. And last I checked, They only pummeled me with sticks a few times before I had to run back home.
I like these people already.
Oh, good. If you get along there, then they can help you find young Sean. I shall remain here and secure the home front.
All right. Oh, I'm carrying too much now. Right, survival. Uh-huh. So, what we're going to need to do is go drop some stuff off because I haven't set the survival options yet, and she'll take damage for being over encumbered. Now, as I was talking to a friend of mine that watches the videos and stuff, he was saying that I do a lot of side quests off camera, basically. So a lot of the more interesting tidbits and stuff I'm going to include. Yeah, there goes the damage for over encumbered. I'm going to include a lot more stuff in the videos, and I'm also going to have where I show different areas. I'm actually going to go to those areas and show different things that I may not normally go through, but it'll be like storylines from before the war, things like that, experiments, science stuff, Vault Tec stuff, because with this character being a scientist, she's going to be interested in all of that. This character is also going to use power armor. Not all the time, but a lot of the time she is going to have on power armor, because she's not going to be able to wear a whole bunch of armor. Other than that, we're just going to have to progress and just see how things are going, and you'll see the character progression. You know, she'll level up. You'll see how I plan to build her, and I will tell you it's loosely based on a Fudge Muppet build, The Scientist. It's an old build they did years and years ago when Fallout 4 first came out, but I've always loved that build. A highly intelligent scientist and yet socially awkward, which is why we're going to get the Idiot Savant perk too. But anyway, let's continue on. I really want to get some stuff going here. Now, eventually I'll move all this to Red Rocket. We're going to go take Red Rocket. I'm not going to mess with Sanctuary that much. Right now, I'm just going to clear it out a little bit. I'm going to clear it out a little bit. Perception. Going to keep that. Let's put that up, and one of those. 10 and 10, 5 and 10, and we're going to go with that. We do have where we can build our campsite, and I do have conquest, so I can build new settlements. That's how she's going to build a settlement for herself, more than likely. The only settlements that she can actually take and use are going to be settlements that do not have settlers at them, with the exception of the railroad quest line, where you have to build a settlement for at least one settler. But I'm probably going to turn that into a trading hub settlement. If you watch Red Rocket TV a few years ago did a Let's Play where he didn't do any settlements because he hates the settlement building thing, and he just did a bunch of mods that had courier stations all over where he could stay, and there were a couple of settlements that he copy and pasted into the game, to where they were actually trade centers, and he would have his settlement scavenger beacon station set up there and stuff like that. He did not control those settlements, and he did not build them up. So I plan on doing something very similar to that. Let's see, put that up, keep that. And I have mods that should let me eventually do stuff with with the vegetables and the fruits and stuff that you can't normally do anything with, and also to use the wild mute fruit and stuff like that. All right, we're gonna keep the shotgun shells and 10 mil. We're gonna drop the 32 off, 38 off right now. Okay, so this is what we've got for the moment. But what she wants to do now, this is her house. This was where she lived. That is her truck. Well, she's not gonna be driving anywhere in that truck. I wish I had that mod that lets me see what all is in this. I may go looking. To see if I can find that. Yeah, she's looking at her house like, wow. Oh yeah. Also, we don't have to worry about nudity at the moment. I redid the CBBE mod, and this is what they're all gonna have on them. I got tired of trying to remember to loot at the feet, so nothing showed. I also forgot to put on that and that and that. So now she has 150 carry weight with the backpack. This gives her +1 perception, and that's just 10 and 10. So it's kind of what it looks like right there with the chaps and stuff. She looks a little goofy. She's going to be looking for lab coats, things like that. Okay, so her house is empty. She did see something on the roof though. All right, let's see if that'll get us up there. Yeah. Okay, and then we're gonna grab these because we will be able to use these later. But this is where she was trying to get to her bunker. Now, for story and role-playing purposes, that bunker was locked. It wasn't really. I had no way to come in here and lock it. But it was locked. She will be collecting precious metals, silver and gold, and copper.
Don't think I can pick this.
Can't pick that yet, and she doesn't have the key anymore, or she doesn't remember the combo or whatever. But she can't get in there. Oh wait, before we do that, I need to set up all the options and stuff. That's going to take a little while. So for the first video, let's just call it here. It's 34 minutes. She'll be in her bunker for a little while. Oh, I forgot that. Now, before I call it though, we will be collecting junk. As far as we're going to need to like build 1 or 2 settlements, we're going to be collecting junk for upgrading weapons and armor. We're not going to collect everything on the ground. We're not going to pick it all up. Once I have sufficient stuff for weapons and armor and putting turrets up in her base, we should be fine. Now, of course, I'm going to pick up some stuff. I can't help it. It's junk and it's usable, and I can't help it. But we will be looking for stuff that we can use. but not for settlement building. I'm very serious here. We're only going to build up like 2 settlements. The rest of them will have a bed that she can stop at, maybe a water pump in it, and that's going to be about it. Maybe a cooking station. But we're not going to take any settlements that have settlers, or we're not going to do it on purpose. It may be accidental, but we're not going to be doing that shit on purpose, because we're not going to have any settlers. She's a Vault Tec scientist. She's not interested in building up the Commonwealth. At least, not the way most people would be. Although she is a member of the Enclave, and she does realize that America has to rise from the ashes, but it's not necessarily her job to make sure that happens. You know, she may be able to find the right people to make that happen. We don't know. So for right now, we're going to save it. I'm going to call a video here. I'm going to go in and set all of our survival options up for sleeping and eating and carry weight and all that stuff. And then we will continue on this adventure. I am super excited about this playthrough. And hopefully everything goes according to plan. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this particular one and the backstory. And hopefully it interested you enough to keep watching these videos. So again, thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one.